Deep within the remote forest, a solitary hiker named Jason, seeking solace from the chaos of the world, unwittingly stumbles into the territory of a Wendigo, a legendary creature born from the horrors of starvation and isolation, which begins to stalk him relentlessly. The chilling sound of snapping twigs echoing around him as he frantically tries to find his way back to safety, the weight of dread settling in as he senses something watching him from the darkness. As Jason desperately races through the unfamiliar terrain, his heart pounding in his chest, he can feel the icy breath of the Wendigo on his neck, an unholy presence growing ever closer, driving him to push harder. He bursts into a small clearing, momentarily hopeful for escape, but as he frantically scans the area for shelter, the realization dawns upon him that the Wendigo has already chosen him as its next victim, stalking him with a hunger that transcends mere appetite, a primal urge to feast on his very essence. With adrenaline coursing through his veins, Jason crouches low behind a massive rock, praying that the shadows will conceal him from the horrifying creature lurking just beyond his sight. The Wendigo, now inches away, begins to sniff the air, its grotesque features illuminated by the moonlight, and in that agonizing moment, Jason realizes he must summon every ounce of courage within himself, preparing for the inevitable confrontation, as survival hinges on his next move against this embodiment of fear and hunger. In an explosive moment of sheer instinct, Jason lunges from his hiding spot, propelling himself forward as the Wendigo explodes into motion, its ghastly howl piercing the stillness of the forest. And in a desperate race for survival, he weaves between the trees, adrenaline fueling his every stride as he dodges the creature's razor-sharp claws, feeling the hot breath of death so close that he can hardly believe he is still alive, as the forest morphs into a blur around him, each heartbeat echoing like a drum. As Jason approaches a steep incline, the dread of being caught alive is almost overwhelming, yet the sight of the Wendigo looming closer fuels his desperation. In a moment of clarity, he realizes he must not only run, but also stand his ground, gripping a jagged rock with white-knuckled intensity, ready to face the embodiment of his worst nightmares, hoping against hope that sheer will might be enough to overcome this supernatural predator lurking at the edge of his reality. With every ounce of strength and courage he can muster, Jason hurls the jagged rock towards the oncoming Wendigo, the sound of impact echoing in the night as surprise floods the creature's malevolent gaze. For that brief moment, time seems to stand still, allowing Jason a sliver of hope that the beast might be momentarily